Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about more Hollywood nonsense. After ranting about STD being worse than STD, well, Star Trek Discovery, and we still have Halo to contend with. And this one is a doozy too. Right, so, bounding to comics, Halo showrunner Stephen Kane says, writing team, quote, didn't look at or talk about the game. We talked about the characters and the world, end quote. So basically, in other words, they are making a TV show based on the game, where the game originated, everything from the lore and everything in there, and they are not... They didn't talk about the game. Yeah, this is looking more and more promising to be another shit show. Will that shit show be bigger than STD? Bigger than Batwoman? Sorry, Batwoman Ixon of Color Ixon? Or worse than Naomi? We'll see. Right, where was I? Oh, yeah, right. The red flags continue to fly for Paramount Plus' upcoming Halo series, as in a recent interview, showrunner Stephen Kane has revealed that despite penning over 265 drafts of the live-action adaptation, he and the writing team did not talk about the original games in any capacity. Well, thank you! That's just wonderful! Kane revealed the Halo writers' room proud ignorance of Master Chief's original video game, outing during a recent interview with Variety given alongside various members of the production team promotion of the series' upcoming premiere. Well, he was supposed to promote this series, but right now I don't think he is helping much. I don't think he's being very helpful in all of this. Suffice to say, I'm gonna go right ahead and say that it did not help. Speaking of a trade outlet, he asserted, quote, we didn't look at the game, we didn't talk about the game, we talked about the characters and the world, so I never felt limited by it being in a game. So basically, you just ruined the TV show because a TV show that's supposed to be based on a game without talking about the game. Are they supposed to be a show for the fans, or what? Hey, at least Sonic was made for fans, and you can see it's already got a sequel! This one. It's gonna be lucky if it gets anything. Oh, but wait, it's Paramount. And they renewed STD for 4 seasons, and there's probably another one coming up. So, I'm probably gonna get a few seasons out of this garbage. Huh, anyway. Turning into the topic of the Master Chief himself, the showrunner said, quote, is everybody right? Here's you, here's me, here's a 6-year-old girl, he's a 15-year-old person in a different country. Whoever plays the game is him. We are going to tell a story about a man discovering his own humanity. In so doing, he's invited the audience to discover that the guy's humanity. So, recalling that he wrote 265 drafts, the series there's 9 episodes, of which the 10 total comprise Halo 5th season. Kane shared his excitement at the chance to put his own stamp on the Bungie created universe. Oh, I've got it. One. Aww. Anyway, quote, there are characters that are mentioned once in a book that I was able to give a whole backstory to, and other characters that were already well written that I just had to drop in. I have to give credit to Microsoft. You can pitch them something brand new, and unless it's really complicated in terms of the canon of the show, they embraced it. Oh, so in other words, they did a Netflix from South Park, in which there's an episode in there, they are so desperate for shows, they will green light anything. Well, except the Cartman show, you know, the Coon and Friends. But overall, this decision to split the story of the Halo video games was further touched by the 343 Industries at Halo Transmedia Kiki Wolfkill told him, right, quote, early on we were thinking about doing something that could tie very closely to the game, but we were finding trying to verbatim stay with everything that come before wasn't serving the medium. You know what's not serving the medium? Doing exactly what you're doing right now. It's garbage. Quote, it also wasn't serving the creative team and their need to express a story and build the world through their eyes, end quote. So, garbage. Sorry, I'm having allergy crisis. Again, you know. Hey, at least it's still not as bad as SCD. You know, Star Trek Discovery, or this Halo TV show. But still, right. Admitted that he had never played the game prior to joining of this series. For the love of God, this is why you have a problem. You do not hire people to do an adaptation of a certain medium if the person is not a fan of or even experienced that medium before. This is just a recipe for disaster. Sure, there may be an exception here and there, but overall, don't do it. Executive producer and director Otto Bathurst, Robin Hood, confessed I was nervous. How do you take a first-person shooter and expand it? Simple. Keep the lore intact. Not change it. Like you're doing. But there is no way I was ever going to grasp the whole thing, so there was a lot of phone a friend. For the love of God. They were extraordinary in their acceptance of the fact that they couldn't just try to square peg round hole their 20-year history. History gaming is a completely different medium, end quote. Oh, I completely forgot about this image. Yeah, this one is showing the my face hurts type of face. Sorry, I need it. After today, I definitely need it. Well, that was everything. Anyway, God, it feels familiar and different at the same time. I hope people will be excited about that, so you want it to be exactly the way you've already played it and already seen it. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how the fans respond to that, end quote. Yeah, I want that. I want it to be exactly how I played it. Sure, some deviation is okay, it's fine, but not full deviations like you're doing right now. What you're doing here is just making a generic Mandalorian story, strapping the name Halo and having a guy that looks like Master Chief. That's about it. That's the only thing you did. More ones. While not explicitly related to the series, ignorance of its origins, another red flag was thrown up in Paramount Plus Chief Programming Officer Tanya Giles with the stream platform plans for the series. Uh-oh, Cheerios. Quote, this is a swing for a broad audience. Shit! I hope this expands that the Paramount Plus brand can mean, end quote. Fuck! It's gonna go worse than the STD, isn't it? Though the Halo rooms seem to reveal their refusal to engage with the franchise's source material, the same cannot be said about actor Pablo Schreiber, who's starting the season as their regular helmet less. Master Chief, for the love of God. Quote, I quickly realized just how new I was to this medium. I spent the first few days of my Halo experience getting killed by grunts. Fuck. The richness and the depth of the universe was immediately kind of mind-boggling and incredibly exciting, because what it means as a storyteller is that there's already been a huge amount of preparation and groundwork. I'm in the middle of a Halo Infinite campaign right now. I'm having a great time. I'm constantly seeing all the things that are similar to what we are doing on the show, so that's really, really fun, end quote. Cock. This is bad, isn't it? It's going to be terrifyingly bad. Hey, free content for my channel. That's always good in my book. Hell, you guys offer a minute of silence for another IP gone down the drain on your own time. Anyway, if there's anything important, since this is Friday, if there is anything important during the weekend, I'll make a special video. Otherwise, see you guys on Monday. On that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.